Welcome to a new class, my dear students. Alright, in present simple, we need to separate verb to be from other verbs. For verb to be, we have three forms, right? Positive, we need the subject plus am, is, or are, and the complement. For negative, the subject plus verb to be with not and the complement too. And if it's a question, you start with verb to be. So, for the question, we start with am, is, or are, then the subject, and finally the complement plus the question mark. For the other verbs, you need I, you, we, and they plus the verb in the base form and then the complement, or he, she, it plus the verb with s, es, or ies, okay? In negative form is the same. For I, you, we, and they, you need an auxiliary, don't. For he, she, and it, doesn't. And then the verb in the base form. After the auxiliary, the verb doesn't change, no cambia, recuerden. And then in questions, we need also auxiliaries. Do for I, you, we, and they, and does for he, she, and it. And the verb again does not change because it's a question. So, in negative and in questions, the verbs are in base form. So, in the following sentences, let's put these verbs in present simple, of course. Number one, it says Peru, the verb is be, a great country. What would be the answer? Peru is a great country. The next one, Carlos isn't very good, isn't a doctor. What about the other? Jesus, the verb is play every day. Jesus is he, so you say plays, very good. My mother not do the laundry. My mother isn't do, incorrect. My mother doesn't do the laundry. So be careful, my students. You cannot say Carlos doesn't be, for example. No, isn't a doctor. Peru is a great country. No, Peru is a great country. My mother doesn't the laundry. Faltaría el do, doesn't do. Okay, be careful. Okay, students, let's practice. Number one, Martin always takes, very good because it's he, takes a nap in the afternoon. Luciana does, very good. She does the dishes every day at home. The next one, Cesar not have a shower in the evening. How do you put it in negative? Cesar doesn't have a shower in the evening. Ya no cambia el have. The kids don't do exercise outside. They do exercise at home. Now, this house, el verbo es not be. So, isn't, very good. This house isn't big. I don't, excellent. I don't clean my house every day. Just an example. Fine, let's continue. J-Lo sings, very good, and dances beautifully. Yes, she sings and dances beautifully. They are happy because they spend time together as friends. Very good, my students. Now, for the homework, you are going to write about one member of your family, include personal information, and describe one typical day in his or her life. Use verb to be for personal information and other verbs for his or her routine. Remember, you have to use positive and negative sentences too. Well, my students, that would be all for today. See you next class. Please do the homework and remember, English is always fun.